All right. Okie dokie. So our act progress is 78%. I think that's because all we have to have left to do is to talk to Jaya. And then we're a little over half according to this. So let us continue.
Each day. David Hunt.
Yeah, okay. So we needed to talk to her about what was his name? Not Bryce, the other Nathan.
I didn't really speak to Nathan that much at all, but I have this strange feeling that I know him really well. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Okay. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm ready for my grief counseling. I emailed you Mariana's address. I don't know why you'd want it. I suppose you're going to start doing home visits now, like Dr. Dekker?
Grief.
Grief is such a strange word if you keep saying it. Grief, grief, grief. It sounds like somebody's being whipped. And you're gonna ask me how I feel today?
I did. How do you feel today? Yeah, I already did that. Whipped?
Oops, that was a strange thing to say, wasn't it? Whipped. Am I all whips and chains in the bedroom or dominant in the boardroom? Don't answer that, it's not a question. It's early days for a harassment suit yet, what with Ben's nervous shock already.
Let's ask about Ben.
I think that's all settled now. We are agreeing to pay Ben £5,000 and he's agreeing not to say anything about what he saw.
Okay. What did Ben see?
He thought he saw a creature coming out of Dr. Dekker's mouth. At least that's the reason he's given for not emptying the bins that night. Either way, it's not the kind of publicity that we need. Shiny, happy, sane people.
What'd she say about this one?
I'm fine. I'm ready for my grief counseling. I emailed...
Oh yeah, why did we want Mariana address?
Doctor, if you don't want it, don't text me and ask for it. It's all right. I don't mind doing menial tasks for you. Someone has to do them.
Menial tasks?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm fine. I'm ready for my grief counseling. I emailed you Mariana's address. I don't know why you'd want it. I suppose you're going to start doing
Home visits in Dekker. That's what we need to do. Home visits. Visits.
Yes, Dr. Dekker started doing home visits for Mariana. He said she couldn't concentrate properly in his office. I'm thinking of doing the same thing. I need you right where I can see you.
Where you can see me?
Checks and balances, Doctor. Somebody needs to be watching the watchman, so to speak. Make sure you're helping, not hindering.
Of course. What note did we have? Yeah, I should ask Mariana about the home visits, yeah.
Yes, Dr. Dekker started doing...
Dekker.
Sometimes I come into work and still expect him to be here. Sometimes it feels like he actually is here, watching over me. We had a connection. It's gone now, though. You can't have a connection with the dead, can you? Not for too long, anyway.
Connection with Dekker.
Dr. Dekker asked me to have dinner with him for Valentine's. I refused, obviously, because you don't sleep where you eat or something like that. But it was flattering, especially with competition like Mariana around. Competition
with Mariana.
Sorry, I didn't mean I was competing.
Uh
I was
huh.
happy Mariana was going out with him. I didn't want to be romantic with him. We had a stronger connection than that.
What was your stronger connection?
Dr. Dekker and I shared some philosophy.
Ah.
We'd both read The Cult of the Kinetic Mind, and we agreed with a lot of what it said. Have you read that book, Doctor?
No, I have not read Cult of the Kinetic Mind.
In Cult of the Kinetic Mind, the author suggests that everyone is capable of psychokinesis and that the cult leaders specifically had these powers that turned their followers into disciples. It's not a fun read, but if you're into psychology, it's a blast.
Yeah, what is psychokinesis? That's a very interesting question. I mean, it's the ability to move things with your mind, I would assume. Psychokinesis?
Psychokinesis is the ability to change the physical world without actually touching it, just by using your mind. It's not just about bending spoons. It covers all sorts of things like telepathy, telekinesis, telesabalas. Shoot me, I'm a Kojak fan.
Kojak?
I don't know everything. I know most things, but...
What was that last?
Psychokinesis is the ability to change the physical world without actually touching it, just by using your mind. It's not just about bending spoons. It covers all sorts of things like telepathy...
Telesavalas?
You're overthinking things.
No, okay. Telekinesis.
Like I said, all those cool things are in Cult of the Kinetic Mind, apart from Kojak, obviously. If you ever get a patient who thinks they can change the world...
I don't even know what Kojak is.
Just in case they can. But seriously, do a whole load of shrinking and make them better. Whether you believe in psychokinesis or not, you'll need to figure out your approach with those that do.
That's fair. Alright, we should actually... Hold on. Go back to Mariana and Dekker house visits. Or home visits? House visits?
Are we still talking about him? And I thought you were just interested in me, Doctor.
We can actually get a response from that? Okay, we did.
Like I said, all those cool things are in...
Wait.
Like I said, all those cool things are in Cult of the Kinetic Mind, apart from Kojak, obviously. If you ever get a patient who thinks they can change the world with just their mind, then duck, just in case they can. But seriously, do a whole load of shrinking and make them better.
Make them better?
How do you make people who think they have special powers better? Do you remain passive and support, encourage them, take them away?
Just a second. Oh. I'd take them away.
That's what I'd try to do.
Okay.
In Cult of the Kinetic Mind, the author...
Everyone is capable.
No, not at all in my experience. Dr. Dekker had an unusual number of patients who claimed psychokinesis.
Fair.
Either he'd been specifically looking for them or someone had been sending them.
Referrals.
That's not something.
Okay. Someone was sending them.
It's entirely possible that someone is targeting this practice with psychokinetic patients. To what end, I don't know. It's no coincidence that most psychokinetic patients are diagnosed as insane, or at least temporarily insane. It's a handy diagnosis if you're facing criminal prosecution, especially if it's for murder.
Murder?
That's a strange question.
Yes. I'm feeling alright.
I don't know anything.
Okay. There was something. Paper spike.
It's in that police report that I gave to you. You should really take a look at it.
Okay. What else we got?
Dr. Dekker asked me to.
Oh, Valentine's.
I was at home on my lonesome, Doctor, like I said before.
Okay. Lonesome.
I'm a bit of a bookworm. I'm one of those annoying, constantly self-improving, overachieving types.
Uh-huh.
Takes one to know one, eh, Doctor?
Uh-huh. What else can we get?
Checks and balances.
Checks and balances.
He probably did his fair share of helping and hindering. He was definitely helping in the beginning, but then seemed to lose sight of things.
Lose sight of things.
I think he was so overwhelmed by the patients he was getting. His curiosity just got the better of him. There was a definite turning point.
Just gonna keep hanging on to those last bits of sentence, aren't you? Turning point.
Somewhere around the time Professor Alderby turned up, that seemed to unsettle him. And then we had a flood of extra weird patients. I think it was all too much for him. I think I misjudged him. I hope you deal with it better.
Okay, so that is that day. Let's see what we get.
You can stop looking at me like that. You've made me do this. And don't try and escape. You're all tied up. Now tell me the truth. Is this a dream?
No.
Answer my question.
Okay. No, this isn't a dream.
That's the wrong answer, Doctor.
Rude.
This is most definitely a dream. Now, tell me, do you believe that people can have kinetic powers?
No. People cannot have kinetic powers.
I think you like it when I hurt you, Doctor. That's a worrying sign. People obviously have kinetic powers. That's how I'm here, testing you. Now, how do we treat people with kinetic powers? Do we encourage them or do we discourage them?
We discourage them.
Very good, Doctor. That's the right answer. Remember it, or there will be consequences. Now, since I'm here, let's have a little bit of fun. Shall we, Doctor?
Rip our teeth out? Is that what we're supposed to get here? Okay. That was a scene.
There's someone else in my hour.
I brought David back to life.
I removed the chains, dressed her.
It was Iris.
We could try shifting now.
Would you like to see David, Doctor?
Sorry.
We both read The Cult of the Kinetic Mind.
I'm not broke.
It's no coincidence that most psychokinetic patients are
Grateful if you could see your way to declaring me
insane, or at least
temporarily insane.
There was no flame. And then there was.
I'll kiss a guy,
I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
and then he just follows me
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore?
wherever I go.
It may just still pull out in front of the driver.
Oof. Oh yeah, I remember that. He had read the last bit of her diary. She said she didn't want to be with him anymore.
you're looking a bit unwell. Are they getting you all wound up? Well, have a look at this. I found it in Dropbox. Apparently, Dr. Dekker lent Mariana some money. Sounds dodgy, doesn't it? I also got the toxicology report back from Officer Yates, and shocker, Dr. Dekker had... Sorry, you just have to read it. I should have spoiler alert tattooed on my forehead. And can we not do the grief counselling thing today? I'm all sorts of behind on work, and I'm getting more stressed out watching it all pile up. If you need anything, though, I'm here.
Okay. Alright, so we got 2 more pieces of evidence. Alright, Glenn and Scarlet. Now, we do know something about Scarlet. The dream was that Jedi thinks I should tell all the patients I can stop their problems, however I should avoid her until later. That's fair. Glenn. Who is Glenn? What is your deal? Who are you?
Sorry, I'm Glenn. I didn't expect to be here. I was looking for the men's room.
Men's room?
Like I said, I was in the green room. You know, that new restaurant in town.
Uh-huh.
I actually need to do something. Done. Sorry. I was in the middle of the day and needed the restroom, and here I am.
Okay, so he teleports through doors. Okay. Who are you?
Scarlet.
That doesn't help.
I haven't been in since he died. Since Dr. Dekker died.
Uh-huh. How are you?
I really don't know anything about...
Okay, Dekker.
He was a complicated man, as I suppose most people are. His external persona didn't match what he dreamed about.
What he dreamed about?
His dreams were amazing, filled with a spectrum of colors and creatures. It was like Narnia for grown-ups. That was in the beginning.
Okay, so she can see dreams. Cool. Let's read our clues. We've got loan agreement. £15,000, agreement fee £1, interest amount 0, 36 months. By signing this agreement, the borrower accepts the sum of the loan amount and repay the loan within the term stated. The sum of the loan will be transferred by the lender into account designated by the borrower within 14 days of signing this agreement. It is agreed that the loan shall attract no interest, and in lieu of accruing interest, the lender has agreed the payment of the arrangement fee should due before the transfer of loan amount. Lender also agrees consider the loan repaid in full should they die or become subject to any power of attorney agreement as long. Okay, so Mariana couldn't pay, so she had him killed, I guess is what we're supposed to get from that. Okay, somebody was on... Who was on that? Was it Nathan? Who did he want to sleep? I think it was Nathan that he wanted to sleep. So he had alcohol and temazepam in his system. Okay, so let's go to the usual suspects. Mariana, let's go ahead and... How are you?
I feel thirsty, Doctor. And hot. Do you have any water?
Water?
I've been drinking a lot of water recently.
Uh-huh. It's good for you.
I didn't go to the beach.
Stay
I didn't
hydrated.
go to the sea. I said I would, but I didn't. I've been feeling this way for a while. It's like it's getting worse because I didn't go to the sea. It's like I'm having...
Having what?
That's not...
Okay. Loan. Dekker loan.
He lent me some money to start my business.
Okay.
It was a proper agreement. I remember signing things. He thought that a distraction would do me good. I don't think he expected me to trawl the beach for treasure and sell it online.
Okay. There's one. I should take a look at the contract. I already did. How much was it? 15,000 pounds. Okay. 15,000 pounds.
Mainly rent.
Uh-huh. Okay. Beach.
I have this recurring dream.
Uh-huh.
I'm at the beach. I strip and walk into the sea.
Uh-huh.
The sea feels warm and comforting. Not cold and harsh like you'd think.
Okay.
I swim down to the bottom of the ocean. I can breathe freely. I can breathe water. On the ocean floor ahead of me, there is a beautiful creature. A glowing being with wispy limbs. It's so...
Of course, it's zoomed in on her necklace.
I'm transfixed. But my feet shift. I'm unsteady. Below me, the floor is woven in human flesh.
Oof. Things got rough.
Bodies, but some of them still struggling for life. And these are the ones touching me. Gripping my feet. I scream. That's when I wake up.
Okay.
Do you have that dream, Doctor?
No, I do not have that dream.
It's horrific and beautiful at the same time. He lent me some money.
Business.
I'm sure you've asked me this before. I sell necklaces made from things I found on the beach.
What else did we get from this?
He lent me some money to start my business. It was a proper agreement.
Proper agreement.
I know nothing.
Okay.
He lent me some money to start my business. It was a proper agreement. I remember signing things. He thought that a distraction...
Did I already ask about a distraction? Distraction.
Dr. Dekker said I had too much time on my hands, so a distraction would do me good. He lent me 15,000, all in all.
Okay.
I've been drinking
A lot of water. No, okay.
I've been drinking a lot of water recently. I didn't go to the beach. I didn't go to the sea.
Why did you not go to the beach? Okay, I feel like that's...
I've been drinking a lot of water recently. I didn't go to the beach. I didn't go to the sea. I said I would, but I didn't. I've been feeling this way for a while. It's like it's getting worse because I didn't go to the
What is getting worse?
I don't feel well. I feel sick most of the time, dizzy, thirsty. Got a head fog like you wouldn't believe. My doctor, Dr. Rose, sent me for blood tests.
Dr. Rose.
Dr. Rose thinks maybe I have a vitamin deficiency. I can tell she has no idea. She smiles, but she hasn't got any answers. I think I probably need to go back to the beach. The sea, Doctor. It's calling me.
Blood test. Okay. What should we say about that? Don't go back to the sea.
Nope.
Didn't think so. Okay. What do we got? I need help. Oh yeah, these are good
Dr.
questions.
Dekker kept a bottle of whiskey, or maybe gin. I'm not sure. It was in his desk at all times, and when things got a little intense, he'd pour himself a glass. It's obviously an effect I have on people.
Okay. Temazepam.
Dr. Dekker prescribed me some temazepam once, but I never used them. I probably still have them if you want them back.
Okay. Want them back.
I'll look for them when I get home. I may have given some away at a nightclub.
Oof. Okay. At a nightclub.
Don't know. I'll look for them when I get home.
Given some away.
You can get a buzz, if you know what you're doing.
Okay.
Dr. Dekker prescribed.
Dekker prescribed.
You reminded me the sleeping pills were called temazepam. I'm not trying to hide anything, Doctor.
Oh, I don't think it's her. I absolutely do not think it's her. If it's anybody, it's Jaya.
Dr. Rose thinks
Vitamin deficiency.
that doesn't mean.
That is not how you spell it at all.
Dr. Rose thinks
That is how you
maybe
spell
I
it.
have a vitamin deficiency. I can tell she has no idea. She smiles.
Hasn't got any answers.
I don't know.
Okay, there's something else in this.
Dr. Rose thinks maybe I have a vitamin deficiency. I can tell she has no idea. She smiles, but she hasn't got any answers. I think I probably need to go back to the beach. The sea, Doctor.
The sea.
Ask me something else.
The sea is calling you.
This sounds crazy, but I can hear the sea.
Can you?
It's like an alarm going off in my head. Do you know where the sea is? From here? It's over there. Wherever I am, I know
I mean,
where the sea is.
technically you could be standing anywhere and pointing in any direction. Because, like... Oh, my camera's delayed. Like, any direction, you would be correct, right? You'd eventually hit the sea if you traveled in any direction from your location. There's probably a few places on Earth where that's not true, but... Let me fix my webcam. Oop. Yeah, now we're on the surface of the sun. Oop. Alright. Sorry. Whenever the webcam gets laggy, I look over and I'm just like,
This sounds crazy.
You can't hear the sea.
I hear a sound like singing, calling me. It gets stronger when I face it, when I move towards it. That's how I know where the sea is. But when I don't go to the sea, I feel like the sound gets louder all the time. I'm having trouble sleeping.
Aha.
Perhaps I need sleeping tablets after all.
Okay. There's some more from
I
beach.
have this recurring dream.
Creature.
It's a dream, Doctor. Stranger things happen in dreams.
Okay. I'm not sure. We're missing something else. I asked that. Oh, yeah, has anyone...
Do you forget anything from our sessions, Doctor? People follow me to the beach.
Okay.
I don't know who they are, and I don't know what happens to them. I don't always get followed, though, so it doesn't explain my blackouts.
Okay. Happy Thanksgiving, Eddie. How you doing today? Here. What happens to the people that follow you?
I said I don't know what happens to them. It's not always to the beach. Sometimes
Good, ready to
they
eat?
follow me home.
Oh, yeah. We've already done all of the Thanksgiving festivities and food and all of that stuff. I took a little bit of a break and then decided to stream for a bit. Probably gonna stream here for another like 20 minutes or so, and then we're gonna call it a stream.
I said I don't know what happens to them. It's not always to the beach. Sometimes
Home.
my home is in Chantry. You know that. You rang my doorbell last night.
Excuse me? I rang. I didn't ring your doorbell.
If you say so, it must have been your twin then. My home is in Chantry. You know that. You rang my doorbell last night.
Chantry?
No.
Rang your doorbell?
My home is in Chantry. You know that. You rang my doorbell last night.
Okay.
My home.
Huh. Yeah, why would I come to your house? That's a good question.
I don't know. I didn't kiss you, but you just followed me.
Uh-huh.
Like the others. I don't feel comfortable here, Doctor. I'd like to leave.
Okay. Do you take to Mazepam? I already asked that. What? Then what? Why does this have to?
What's Temazepam? Why are you asking?
Okay. Alright, we know Nathan's taking it. Well, let's start at the top. We're gonna end with Jaya, like the notes say. Alright, Bryce. Dekker. Alcoholic. Alcoholic. If I can spell today.
I never saw Dr. Dekker touch a drop.
Really?
Doesn't mean it wasn't going on behind closed doors, though, does it?
Okay. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm worried.
Uh-huh.
My pursuer in the hour, he's definitely military. I've developed a new skill to deal with him.
Uh-huh. Military.
My pursuer, he's measured in his approach, watching, testing. When he finally came for me, I wasn't ready. I think he underestimated me, though, and that allowed me to escape. He didn't think I'd be able to just leave. Why do you think he's coming after me, Doctor? Oh, I think I might know.
Okay.
I'm fine.
You said special ability? Special ability?
I have nothing to tell you.
What did he call it?
I'm fine. I'm worried. My pursuer in the hour, he's definitely military. I've developed a new skill to...
New skill, that's what he said. New skill.
Last night, I saw him draw something from his jacket. He was approaching me, grinning. I had nowhere to go. So I closed my eyes and imagined... Well, I imagined being back home. And when I opened them again, I was.
Oh, great, he can teleport now.
I'd teleported.
So you get an extra hour and you can teleport. Wow. Somebody hired this guy, Tamazipam.
My other doctor had prescribed me sleeping pills before I came to see Dr. Dekker. I think they were called Tamazipam. I never took them.
Other doctor.
Ask me something else.
Oh, that was exceptionally loud. So I did fix my OBS. Jeez. Huh. Hello. Thank you, Neve, for the resubscription for 3 months. 3 whole months. Thank you so much for that. And welcome back to the Masquerade. How you doing tonight?
I was as surprised as you are. I just imagined...
That was our gluttony day.
Perhaps Dr. Dekker was right.
It was all right. I
Think
didn't...
of something, and it becomes real.
Just a second.
You believe in it. But I'll only do it wisely. Imagine the mistakes you might make. Don't want to become one with the igneous layer too soon.
But I didn't really eat that much, honestly. I had a bit of ham, and then like a couple brownies, and that was about it. My stomach was not doing well this morning, and that kind of carried into Thanksgiving, and so I didn't eat a whole lot. And then I came home, laid down a little bit, and then we started streaming. So, all right, hooded figure.
He's hooded, but not death in the classical sense.
How was your day?
I suppose there's no normal when you're talking about death.
Death.
No, sorry.
You slept most of the day. Hey, sometimes that's better than anything else. Let's see, what else should we... We're having playing. Oh, okay. Doing it Sunday. Yeah, I know a few people that because it's the middle of the week or close to the middle of the week, they've moved it to other days. So that's good. It makes it easier for everybody to like meet up and do stuff.
No.
Okay. Huh. I don't have any idea. Oh yeah, Jessica.
I saw Jessica across the street this morning. She waved, but I just crumbled. Ever since I took those photos, I haven't been able to face her. Do you think I should tell her about the photos, Doctor?
Yes. You should tell her about the photos.
Yes, you're right. I should tell her what I've done. Or at least let her have the photos. I don't think she's going to be very pleased. But I should be honest.
How's work?
It's fine. If anything, I've been falling behind again. I think it's the stress of not being alone in the midnight hour anymore.
Stress.
Sorry.
No, okay. Not alone.
I don't know anything about...
Okay, jeez.
Work is fine. If anything, I've been falling behind.
Falling behind again.
I don't know.
Okay.
Work is fine. If anything, I've been falling behind again. I think it's the stress of not being alone.
Oh yeah, midnight hour. Midnight hour.
I stole a painting. There, I've said it.
Uh-huh.
It was from the local gallery, Providence. I really like it, but I can't afford it. So I took it.
Stolen painting.
I can't think, Doctor.
Okay. Stealing?
It's just that one thing, just the painting I've stolen recently. I think my new pursuer is unraveling me. Is it okay to steal things, Doctor, if I really like them?
No, it is not okay to steal things.
I thought you'd say that. I will do my best to refrain from it, but I can't promise anything.
Okay, oh, that's it from there. I would like to know what the painting was, though. Painting?
It's a painting of a spider in a large web on the pendulum of a grandfather clock that's stuck at 3:15.
Okay. That sounds like an interesting painting. Moving on. Claire. Did you bring David? Mazepam.
I'm never used to sleeping pills. I'm too afraid of what would happen to me in my sleep.
Happen to you in your sleep.
I don't have an answer for you.
Okay. Let's go back here. Dekker drinking.
If Dr. Dekker was an alcoholic, he hid it well. I never saw him drink.
Okay, so
He
Mariana's
certainly never offered me a drink.
Mariana's the only one that
He
ate.
knows I could have used one.
Mariana's the only one that said he had a drink. How are you?
There's no lake house today, sorry. David's not doing very well. He's caused a problem with the girl. I need to do something.
What happened to the girl?
The little girl, our neighbor at the lake house, she says David is weird and creepy.
Doctor!
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry,
What?
but I found some of the referral letters we were talking
Why?
about. There is a pattern, but it's not the same for everyone. He said to get them to you ASAP, so here you go.
That's what we needed right there. Alright, let's see why people were referred. There's something strange about these solicitor names. Hackett Brown, Chart Token, Baugh, Cat, Ronbenk. Okay. Referral letter 1. Hackett and Brown. Dr. Dekker, refer a client to your clinic for evaluation. Claire, she's being charged with murder of her husband. Required diagnosis as whether she's sound mind, has mens rea required for the crime. Okay. Chart, Token, and Baugh. I believe your client has only given us her first name. Mariana is mentally unstable and would like to expert opinion on this matter. We are happy to cover all your costs and look forward to receiving your report. Referring to client further psychiatric evaluation. It's hoped that it could occur suspicious, enable find him insane under the guidelines set with McNaughton rules. Who's the client? Who was the client? What is McNaughton rules? Okay. I feel like those are just tricks. I feel like that information is meant to throw us off. Also, if she could not just jump scare me in the
today, sorry.
lake house.
Sorry.
That helps if I can spell it right.
To be honest, Doctor, I'm surprised you're not a tiny bit curious about seeing the lake house. I've told you David is there. The man I supposedly murdered.
You 100% murdered.
Dying to meet him. Do you want me to bring him here next session?
Okay. David is dead.
David has been hunting and skinning again. But from the look of the torso, he caught a domestic cat.
Ah.
I'm being generous. It was definitely a cat. I spoke to David about it, but I have no idea if he can comprehend me or not. He just grunts at me. He doesn't even smile anymore. Not at all.
Alright. Bring... Wait, does... yeah, let's say yes. Bring David.
Next time then. Although it will have to be just you here, and late at night. I can't have anyone else see him.
Uh-huh. Okay.
David has been
Domestic cat.
yes, sorry. I left out an important detail. The girl, Anushka. She was crying because her cat had gone missing.
Ah.
And she thinks that David killed it. Doctor, I'm worried.
Worried?
I'm worried that David's not going to stop at cats. He's killed deer, rabbits, wild birds, and now cats.
This is actually straight from a Lovecraft story.
I'm worried he might add little girls to his list.
There's
Can't stop him.
there's a Lovecraft story about a reanimation, but when you bring them back, they don't have all their mental facilities.
I spoke to her again.
It's also
She
incredibly
wouldn't tell me her
racist,
name, which is quite right. I am a
which
stranger after all.
unfortunately is a lot of Lovecraft
So
stories.
I gave her the name Anushka. She said the man that lives in the lake house is weird and creepy.
Okay.
I'm worried that David. I can't stop him. I can't control him in any way at all. Ever since I brought him back from the dead, he has done nothing but ignore me. I'm starting to think that.
Starting to think what?
That I need to put David out of his misery. That I need to end his suffering.
I mean, you already killed him.
That I need to kill him again.
What was that? You already did that.
What shall I do, Doctor? Should I kill David?
Iris.
I never talked to Bryce, but I did talk to Iris. She didn't want to at first. She blames me for David's death, but as we both know, that's not a thing.
That is a thing. It's 100% a thing.
She said she was never locked up in any basement and had never heard of any Dr. Dekker. So it's, as I first suspected, a lie. You didn't make all of that up, so I talked to Iris again, did you?
Okay. Tell Bryce Ice and Ice being... We already talked to Bryce? I thought we already talked to Bryce. We did. Iris was not in the basement.
How extraordinary. So the girl in the basement was somebody that Claire knows, and she's adamant that I didn't rescue her. I really wish I'd taken photos now.
Okay. Photo.
Oh yes, here.
David
Would you
Castleford.
As you can see, Doctor, he looks perfectly normal.
Of course. Let's look at this photo. He does indeed look perfectly normal. But something tells me that's not a few weeks ago.
I never talked to Bryce, but I did talk to Iris. She didn't want to at first. She blamed.
David's death.
I don't know.
Blames you.
That's not relevant.
Okay.
That I need to put David out of his. I never talked to Bryce, but I did talk to Iris. She didn't want to at first. She blames me for David's death, but as we both know, that's not a thing. Anyway, she said she was never locked up in any basement and had never heard of any Dr. Dekker. So it's, as I first suspected, a lie. You didn't make all of that up, so I talked to Iris.
No. Yes, I made it all up.
That's despicable, Doctor. I think I'm starting to warm to you.
Okay. No. No. Don't kill David.
Very well. I will do as you say. I suppose I can let this go on now that someone else knows about it. The responsibility of having David is too much for me on my own. Thank you, Doctor.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's Claire done. Okay. We have Elin, Jaya, and Nathan. Alright. So, I think what we're going to do, instead... Alright, how are we looking? Halfway through, we're 4/5? No. 3/4 of the way through. Okay.